Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Eagle 91.1's presentation of the Intramural Championships at the Auburn Recreation and Wellness Center. My name is Blake Phillips, and I am joined the booth with Griggs. How you doing, my man?
Blankenberg, good.
Blankenberg.
Yeah. Doing good, man. Good and good. I mean, it's what these girls have all been waiting for their entire life, man.
Yes.
Women's sorority championship between AO Pi versus Delta Gam. So, looking forward to an exciting matchup.
Oh, yeah. The starting lineups were just announced. Of course, on the side of AO Pi, we have Amelia Blackstone, KB Carr, Ellie Davis, Lauren Fountain, and Anne-Marie Glacini. On the side of Delta Gamma, Grace Klesmer, Claire Egan, Skylar Stapleton, Kendall Sharp, and Piper Bozart.
AO Pi will be in white. Delta Gam will be in pink. Pink is coached by Harrison Tar, one of our colleagues over at Weagle and Eagle Eye. So, looking forward to an exciting game here.
Certainly championships, of course, for these two sorority intramural teams. Alpha Omicron Pi, and they're coming in with just under 40 points per game average throughout the playoffs. They are a hot team at the moment in this championship against Delta Gamma, the same. They went from, in the group stage, 35 points per game to 40. So they have elevated their play for this playoffs.
They have indeed. It's going to be quite the matchup, bro. I'm hoping for a good game. Last game I called Mercy Rule by 30 points with 12 minutes left. So still trying to kind of get warmed up. But you called the big one today. You called the big one.
Of course.
Eagle Eye versus Weagle game. I played and he called it. But they're right now announcing, if you can see on our game camera, they are announcing they are announcing over on the other side of the court the men's large fraternity game. I believe it is Phi Gam versus, can't really tell who that other fraternity is over there. We may have it in the notes.
And we've also got it broadcasting on the Weagle 91.1 YouTube channel, so you can go check it out. Phi Sigma Kappa versus Delta.
That's the small.
Yeah, that's the small. Yep. Phi Kappa Gamma Delta versus Pi Gamma Phi. It's a lot of pies and phis in there.
Yeah, it's good. We're gonna go for a good game here for the sorority one. I think both these teams look well coached.
Yep.
And looks like we got some people in the crowd. We have head coach of the Auburn's women's basketball team over there, Johnny Harris, right? Correct?
Coach Jay. Oh yeah.
Coach Jay. Yeah. And then over in the other stands, I believe that I can see from here, we got Leor Berman and Preston Cook from the Auburn men's basketball team on hand for these games as well. So it's nice to see some of the basketball stars we all get to go see in the jungle come out and support some of our own, some of the non-athletes. So good to see.
It's awesome to see intramural sports get the recognition they deserve, because these guys all put it all on the court, just as the pros do. And
really shows what really shows the Auburn family.
Yes.
Just everyone supports everyone. Such a great place. Just come, just live life. And looks like we got Aubie the Tiger. Aubie the Tiger making an appearance.
He's coming to.
Oh my goodness, folks! When Aubie comes to an event, Blake, you know it's a big one.
Most certainly, Griggs. Looks like we're going to get started fairly soon. I think both courts going to have tip off at the same time. Get that complete roar going.
I'm excited. Are you ready for this?
I am so ready for this sorority champ night.
AO Pi versus Delta Gam. Delta Gam in pink, AO Pi in white, and tip.
That is won by AO Pi. Start off passing the ball around, a quick three. A bit too strong on that one, rebounded by Delta Gamma. Setting up their offense. DG. Play around the three-point line, pass back to the point guard. The pass inside, it's found. Defense all over her, and a block down low.
Starting off the game quick and fast. You can tell from that AO Pi three-point attempt from the start. So, going to be a very exciting, quick matchup, I think.
Now, use their height advantage. Delta Gamma going up strong, but the layup off target. Rebounded by AO Pi. That was Anne-Marie Glacini with the rebound. Now again to that same corner. Now going down low. Battle in the paint right now we're seeing, Griggs. Pass. Chance for a lay-in. Those are our first points of the game. Delta Gamma on the board. Chance. AOPI looking to respond. They'll go back inside, passing it around. That ball denied, however, by Delta Gamma. A strong denial of that pass. Alpha Omicron Pi going to defend against potential run. They will. Steal inside. There's Lauren Fountain setting up this possession for AOPI. Pass around, another 3 attempt. That one good, nothing
good
but
shot
net.
Right there.
3-2 now. Off of Omicron Pi. They've taken their first lead of the game. Giving it around. Delta Gamma right back down low. Taking it outside, push it back in. The lay-in denied by the bottom of the backboard there. Rebound by AOPI. Pass back. Drive. Ball gets loose. Knocked away by a knee right there. Pass around the three-point line. They'll find their opportunity. Let's get back out.
They're moving the ball pretty well so far, Blake.
Definitely.
Another 3.
Moving the ball around, picking your spots, and then nailing the shot. That was perfect by AOPI. Amelia Blackstone, a starter for this team, putting in the second three-pointer for AOPI. Delta Gamma looking to respond. A block there down low, out of bounds, off of a Delta Gamma player.
And looks like we have our first subs of the game. Still early, still close, about 16 minutes left. AOPI is leading 6-2 over Delta Gam.
But again, you see AOPI controlling the ball so well, finding one another, passing it around the arc, looking for the open shot. If they continue this hot streak, again, we have a tough situation on their hands. Another 3 attempts. That one finds the bottom of the net.
Oh my goodness. What is that, 3 for 3? Oh no, 3 for 4. They missed their first shot.
3 for 4. They missed their first shot and they haven't looked back since.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible shooting right there by AOPI. See what happens, Blake. When you get good ball movement, you can get good shots and get open for those shots.
They have found their open shots and they have nailed those open shots. Grace Klesmer for the 3. She's got an answer.
Looks like we're gonna have a 3 out tonight, Blake.
Well, we've seen 4 made so far. I certainly wouldn't mind a shootout between these two sororities. Ellie Davis controlling the ball right now. Down low, shot blocked. And the rebound by Delta Gamma. Grace Klesmer right back to it. Taking it all herself, put it off the rim and draws the foul.
It's been quite the game so far, Blake. We still got about 35 minutes left.
Well, we'll see if these two teams can maintain their hot shooting starts. Grace Klesmer at the line. Looking to claw a couple back for Delta Gam. And there's one. 9-6, 5 minutes in.
And we got our first sub for AOPI.
Couple of substitutions to both sides. Second free throw.
Flawless free throw shooting so far.
Yeah, 2 for 2. 9-7. Passing around that three-point line again, going right back inside. Double team, triple team. Right there, number 28. I believe that is Catherine Powers down there, down low. Oh, sorry, Anne-Marie Glissini. My apologies. She draws the foul there, Griggs. First free throw. Just short.
Off the front of the iron.
But that is something, in addition to their three-point shooting, that AOPI can certainly do well, and they've continued to attempt it. It's attacking right underneath that basket with their big player, Anne-Marie.
That free throw cuts it back to a 3-point AOPI lead.
with 5. Your team up 3. Grace Klesmer. Pass over. Delta Gam going to push inside off the glass. A bit too hard. Rebounded by Aopai.
Looked like they were about to get the offensive board there. Just couldn't get it done.
Omicron. An open 3 look. That one rattles in and out.
It looked good from the off the hands.
First missed 3 we've seen in quite some time. And Grace Klesmer slowing things down. Flip it off, look for the putback. And draws the foul.
Seems so far Delta Gam knows how to get to the line. They know how to, they're going to get, if they make all their foul shots like they did the first one, you can get some points off of that.
I love the quick pass out of the hands of Grace and then right back to her. It was a great cut by Klesmer, and she'll nail the first free throw to boot.
Looks like Coach Carr has had some free throw practice with the ladies over there.
Well, so far, especially Grace, at least she's the only one that's taken free throws, but she has nailed them. They'll make the most of all those 3 points. There's her first miss, 10-8. Omicron looking to push their lead further than just the 2 it's at right now. Long 3 attempts, no good. And off the foot of Grace Klesmer, the ball will be out of bounds. Alpha Omicron Pi's ball. Delta Gamma in groups went 3-2. Like I said earlier, averaged 35 points per game. 4-1 Alpha Omicron Pi. They had a great showing there up in group number 1, averaging over 40 points per game with 3-point shooting like this demonstrated tonight. That is not too big a surprise, Griggs.
Yeah, Delta Gam seems to be picking up the defense too as well. It looks like they're going into a 3-2 zone if I am not mistaken.
Good rebound.
First missed shots. Ball's tipped.
Good steal. Number 10, Delta Gam. They are pushing there. Nicole Bercuso. She got the steal. And forced the ball out of bounds off of an Aopai player, so we'll stay with Delta Gam. On the inbound. See by number 11. Comes off the backboard. Rebound. Putback is good.
You can see DG starting to get up more of that defensive intensity, limiting those long shots, since you said that Aopai has been pretty good shooting the 3-ball so far, Blake.
They have gone a bit cold since then. But still passing the ball very nicely. An in and out style of basketball. Into the paint, back out to the 3-point line. The ball is right now. Oh, what a block. Ooh. There by Delta Gamma. Nicole Briscuso again.
Coach Tar can't believe it.
Oh, but a foul called.
They're getting the job done, though, Blake. Just that 3-2 zone that they got running right now, 3 up top, 2 down low, just seems to be working. Seems they're having to move that ball a lot more.
Their weakness, though, is the 5 for Alpha Omicron Pi. And Marie Delcini will hit her first free throw. Ten minutes left in this first half. Scoring definitely settled down a bit, but the free throws shooting still crisp as ever.
And looks like we got a timeout. Aopai. Score right now 10-10. No, I'm sorry. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half. Our score, Aopai 12, Delta Gam 10.
Aopai just barely managing to hold Delta Gamma at arm's length. I love the passing style of basketball that Aopai is employing. They go into the paint to Anne-Marie and then right back out to one of their guards on the 3-point line. How can Delta Gam make sure that this slow scoring period for Aopai continues?
Honestly, just to Delta Gam's been doing pretty good in the last couple minutes. They've not really shot some threes. They had some ones early. I mean, all their shots have come from the 3-point line or the foul line. So just they keep running that 3-2 zone. Seems to be working. They didn't start out with it. DG can maybe start looking better. They just need that offensive production. And as for Aopai, they just have to find those open looks on the 3 and then just limit Delta Gam from going to the line and getting those inside baskets. They're kind of playing different styles of basketball. Aopai is looking for that 3-point basket.
Delta Gam, I would say, is definitely winning the offensive boards battle at the moment, as they have had several second chance points here. Grace Klesmer Over to Madeline Gozowski. And in the paint, shot missed. Number 11, Claire Egan misses that one.
Definitely trying to work it inside, though, Blake. That's definitely been their goal looking like right now.
Looking inside, defense denies. Delta Gam getting a hand in there, breaking up the offensive movement by AOPI, but they cough it up at the mid-court line.
Defense seems to be working, though, for DG, though, Blake.
AOPI, chance, moving it into the corner, dribble in, off the back wall. The shot's good.
Great take. That's their first paint production of the night. Hopefully they can keep that up so they can try to slow down Delta Gam's game plan.
Through a double team, Mary Miles Dempsey hitting that one. Claire passing it off. Delta Gamma sharing the rock here. Looking inside. Good defense there by Anne-Marie. Long two, just off, and will head out of bounds. Very involved at the moment offensively, Delta Gamma, but shots not falling.
AOPI will bring the ball up.
8:30 left to play here. Still a 4-point lead for AOPI. Trying to make it 7. That 3. Rattles out, but rebound following her own shot. Put it off target. Delta Gam. They'll receive. Wide open, girl down low. No good there.
That was a good feed, though, Blake. They're seeing the open man. Just got to start knocking them down.
Open looks for Delta Gam, just can't put them in. Caitlin Walsh up top, going inside to Anne-Marie. Double team, fighting through several players, drawing the foul there.
That was
number
a good
11,
move, though.
Claire Egan.
She knew what she was doing. She planted that foot, tried to get spin move into the basket.
Claire Egan committing the foul there. This is Anne-Marie's 3rd time at the free throw line. 3 for 4. 4 for 5. Now a 5-point lead for AOPI. Second free throw, that's good. It's always nice to have a 5 player that can both defend underneath the basket and then play offense underneath the basket, attack the rim, and hit free throws. That is a perfect set of qualities in a player. Delta Gam down by 6 now.
You can definitely see them trying to work it inside, though, Blake.
Shot off. Kendall Sharp there with the miss. And stopping play for an inadvertent ball on the court coming from the other fraternity game down there.
Looks like they're going to take it out of bounds here. They got subs.
3 subs coming in for AOPI. Starting point guard subbed out.
About 6 minutes here to go in this sorority championship game. So far, it's been a pretty great game, though, Blake. Both teams have been really back and forth.
It has. Delta Gamma is trying to find their way back. A turnover there. Ball stays with AOPI, actually. Only went off a foot of a Delta Gamma player, but will stay in the hands of AOP. Pass out, barely kept in. Now double team on the baseline. Delta Gamma forcing a turnover. It will slow things down. There goes down defensively, nothing called. 3-pointer, no contact made with the rim.
You're starting to see how important it is for DG to get inside.
All right, they're shooting it off right now.
Coach Tar of Delta Gam's going to call a timeout here.
Settle things down. Getting a bit too hectic right there. Good defense by Delta Gamma. They're doing a great job of swarming the AOPI players, not allowing those passes that were so easy for the AOPI players earlier on in the game. And I think that's what's leading to a lot of these turnovers.
Yeah, just giving up for AOPI. They're just giving nothing inside. They're really stacking that. Since we said their play styles are different, and AOPI is going to shoot the three, DG is looking to kind of drive that basketball. So it's starting to work for both teams. I mean, AOPI has just gotten their points from the foul line, but DG really hasn't gotten anything working inside. And their goal is to just either get a shot in the paint or get fouled. So let's see if they can change that in this last 5 minutes before we hit the halftime.
5:23 left after this break. And we will see how Delta Gamma can respond to this on the offensive end, because they have been a bit cold shooting. They're getting the occasional offensive rebound and put back, but from outside the paint, there really has been nothing going for Delta Gamma in the last several minutes.
Both teams, this is a very defensive matchup, I would say, so far, though.
Low scoring. Great block there, but received and foul called on the floor. Looks like it's on a Delta Gamma player.
Looks like it's not going to be a foul. I think it's just out of bounds on AOPI.
Delta Gamma.
I could see correctly.
Yes, it was out of bounds on an AOPI player. Now Delta Gamma will look to establish their offense. Grace Klesmer back in. Denied by the rim there. Fight for the ball. Put back is good.
See, but that's the story of the game, though, Blake. They get inside, they get that basket.
And a turnover. AOPI, a player hurtling into the bench right there, trying to save the ball, but careless right there with that pass.
Delta Gamma looking to kind of swing that momentum towards their side, whether they be leading or down by trailing just by 2 or less going into the halftime, though, Blake. So let's see if they can get something good coming off this inbound.
This is definitely a chance to make a run late in the first half. Going to drive it again. Pass back. Keeping it outside the three-point line. Up top to Grace Klesmer. Pass it to the corner. She'll try to find a lane to the basket. Not there. Rebound by AOPI.
Kind of playing that press defense inside once they get that. Once the other team, AOPI gets that rebound.
Just trying to force an early turnover in the AOPI possession. But player open, three-point line. Drive to the right. Going to kick it right back out. Pie sending it back up at the top. Ellie Davis in control of the ball.
Really limiting the production from three. Really kind of showing their lack of scoring.
That's the first three-pointer we have seen attempted in a very long time in this game for AOPI. Started out so hot, but they've been forced off that by Delta Gamma. Pass back, deflected by the defensive AOPI. Now attacking the baseline. Delta Gamma back out. Up top. Not one. And Sarowski. Give it to a teammate. Oh, not get the assist. That shot off target.
Are they going to call a foul? Or are they going to,
foul was called on the floor.
Got a foul on AOPI.
Delta Gamma.
Delta Gamma. Sorry, referee said AOPI start.
So AOPI possession with 2:30 left in this half. Up to the three-point line. Zone defense for Delta Gamma. Continuing to limit the opportunities. Quick to rotate these Delta Gamma players. The pass inside. Looking to attack underneath. Kick it right back out. Dribbling in. Layup. That's good. And the foul. Count it.
Way to keep control of that ball, though, Blake. Way to finish with the ball kind of falling backwards. That was a great shot.
Ellie Davis there with the 2 points. Now a chance to make it a three-point play and a 7-point lead for AOPI.
And it's good. AOPI stays perfect from the free throw line.
And we got a timeout being signaled for. Delta Gamma going to take this one. 1:26 left in the first half. And finally, the scoreless streak that we were on just a bit has been broken.
I mean, yeah, still they got that paint basket inside. That was like their first paint basket in quite some time. Really good to see though how they're still being able to hit their free throws. So that's the story of the game so far for really both teams. They've only missed one. We've only really had one missed free throw this game. So really good fundamentals from both teams.
I think that's probably where the 7-point difference between AO Pi and Delta Gamma comes from, is so many more fouls committed by Delta Gamma players when compared to AO Pi. And when they're nailing their free throws, the advantage is going to get even bigger.
As we have Aubie behind us in the broadcast. Doesn't get to see the camera, but glad for Aubie to come check out the game.
And there's Aubie right behind us, showing his love for intramural basketball. The players getting back on the court, close to halftime. Delta Gamma trying to close the gap here. As down by 7. They're going to have to figure out how to up their offensive productivity there in the paint.
Aubie, if you were to play basketball, what position would you play? The 1 through 5. What position you play? Play all positions.
All of them.
All positions, yeah. Aubie's a good role player for the team. As we get it back, Delta Gam with the ball.
Delta Gam going inside. Great move underneath right there.
Great move. Way to get the ball in the paint. As we've said, if they get that paint production up, Blake, they're going to be a hard team to beat.
We have number 14 for Delta Gamma. Nice spin underneath, cutting the lead to 5 for AO Pi. But Ellie Davis passing the rock around. KB Carr really back and forth. So top to Amelia Blackstone. Back to Ellie Davis. Just kind of wasting time here.
It looks like they're having kind of trouble sometimes passing throughout this zone, though, Blake. Maybe that kind of explains something to their lack of three-point shots in the second part of the first half.
Chance down low, kicking it right back out. KB Carr to Ellie Walsh. Playing the clock late in the half. This is smart from AO Pi. Don't want to give any extra possessions.
20 seconds left. AO Pi may just hold for the last shot here.
Ellie Walsh has it under control. Pass over to Amelia Blackstone.
Good defense by
double
DG.
Teamed. Pass inside, deflected. Delta Gamma chance with 7 seconds left. Pushing now, Grace Klesmer down low. The pass caught by Delta Gamma, but coughed up, and that's the end of the half.
They're gonna call, I think the referees are confused. They're gonna put 2 seconds, 2 shot.
I think maybe a foul called there, or we're gonna.
They're putting time on the clock.
What's the call?
Okay, so it looks like they're gonna add some clock there, Blake. From what we heard from the referee right there. So 1.3 on the clock. I mean, you just gotta heave it here, right?
Yep, AO Pi just gotta inbound it and send up a prayer. Chance to extend the lead to 8 points. I'd be impressed if they hit this, but we'll see. Ball in, pass over, and there's no time for an extra pass like that.
Yeah.
Shot was no good regardless, and that is the half.
Yeah. Score at the half, we have AO Pi 19 points, Delta Gam 14. We're going to take a quick break. We'll bring it back here in a couple minutes to do a first half recap, second half predictions. But don't go anywhere. You're watching sorority basketball here on Weagle 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Intramural Sorority Championship between Alpha Omicron Pi and Delta Gamma. Blake Phillips on the play-by-play here. Cribs, how does Delta Gamma stop the offense of Alpha Omicron Pi? They did well with that zone, but inside, still weakness.
I think they just need to keep playing that good zone. I mean, they've scored not a lot since they started that zone, so that's how they're going to get this game back. But they got to get their shots inside.
All right, Griggs Blankenberg on color. My apologies.
All good, Blake.
So Delta Gamma with possession first, and that is a strong force inside. Number 14 from Delta Gamma, putting up 2 early on. A quick 3, chance to respond. No good there, rebounded by Madeline Gunsorowski. Pushing it back outside, 3 chance, ball's up. That one goes out, rebounded by Delta Gamma. Rebound off of that miss. Alpha Omicron Pi, some fast-paced basketball at the moment, a lot of attacking the paint. Ellie Davis, top passing it around the 3 guards for AO Pi. Didn't look threatening from beyond the 3-point line. That one just a bit short, but rebounded by Anne-Marie, blocked by, what was that, number 11, Claire Egan, inside of Delta Gamma. Getting in there, denying the 5 play of AO Pi. That ball deflected, and will stay with AO Pi.
Really like the way DG started this half, Blake. I think they knew what they needed to fix at halftime. They're starting to do that right now.
They definitely did come out with a much faster pace than they were playing with. I'm sure coaches Tar and Lark got in there and told them what was up. That's a great deflection there, just getting in the face of AO Pi players. Ball still in the hands. Seaman White, other 3 attempts. That one is crisp. Perhaps starting to catch fire, at the very least a spark for AO Pi once again from beyond the 3-point line. Inside, more big 5 play from 14 Delta Gamma. It seems the roles have been switched up a bit. It was 5 play from AO Pi in the last half, and now it is all down low for Delta Gamma. Passing the ball around, looking for more 3s. Driving the baseline, swarming defense for Delta Gamma. Looking at back out top. Some really nice hustle defensively from Delta Gamma. Forcing AO Pi to work for their shots. Ellie Davis slowing things down. Looking to dribble against the defense. And 2 on her inside to Anne-Marie. She'll pivot. Take it back outside to Davis. Carr over to Davis. A 3. That one a bit too strong. It's that spot is where they love to shoot. And the putback blocked, I believe, there. Grace Klesmer, she'll dump it off. Dribbling inside. Back out to Klesmer. Delta Gamma setting up their offense, looking down low. Had a player covered, still made the pass happen, and then got the bucket underneath the basket. 2-point game here. Delta Gamma have come out with a fire underneath them. Back out top. That shot, a bit much there. And Marie trying to save it, but that's giving up to Delta Gamma, pushing the pace here. Grace Klesmer has space to work with. Screen to her right, she'll put it down low. Back up top, 14 from distance. two, no good. And out of bounds on AOPI.
I mean, DG's certainly turning it up this half. They know what they need to do. They did give up that 3, though. Kind of went away from that zone, though, Blake, but it seems to be all DG right now.
Well, with the struggle that AOPI is having to create those good looks from beyond the three-point arc, I would say their defense is succeeding. And then underneath, a shot off, AOPI rebounds. Pass the ball around. AOPI hunting for a shot. Again, still playing a close defensive posture. Inside. Long shots. That 3 no good. Another contested ball from distance. Pass over 14 going inside. Had the height advantage. And offensive foul called.
It looked like that was going to be a charge, Blake. Just too much steam going down into that paint, though. But still, I think DG still has that more momentum, if I do say so myself.
Still keeping it a 2-point game.
What do you think the key is right now for AOPI?
For AOPI, I'd like to see them attack inside more. Anne Marie was a big weapon in the first half, and they have gone to her a bit here, but Delta Gamma's defense is making it so difficult to find those easy passes inside. And the guard play from beyond the arc, when they're being swarmed by 2 DG players, going to have to find open lanes or pass the ball around until it presents itself. Long shots, no good. The shooting's definitely slowed up for AOPI. We're going to find a way to get that going once more. Interception there. Ooh. Down low.
They're going to call a jump ball on that. Blake, if I was talking about me, from my perspective, that kind of maybe it looked like a little bit of a foul, how aggressive she looked down there with pulling that ball.
Well, it was close. I think both girls fighting for it, multiple hands on it, so jump ball given to AOPI. 13 minutes left in the second half. And the defense is really clamping down at the moment. Up top, for another 3 opportunity. Dribbling in. 4 Delta Gamma players around the driving player, but that sets up an open look for number 25, Catherine Powers. A 5-point lead, Delta Gamma. They have not been able to bring themselves back to a tie game, but that will certainly help underneath again. A quick 2. Top of battle. Ellie Davis trying to get loose, falling to the floor and giving the ball up to Delta Gamma. Pushing the base here. Pink side. An open 3 look. The long 2 instead. Shot just off. Rebound. Fought over. AOPI comes up with it. Still hunting for that open lane to the net. 25's found it, but blocked for 14, getting in there and denying the open layup.
I mean, yeah, if you look at the score, I mean, their only points in this second half, Blake, have been from the 3-point line, so they've got to keep finding a way to get that. They have to get some paint production.
Nearly there, but big denial. And the swarming defense leading to another jump ball. This one should go Delta Gamma's way. It does. Time out Alpha Omicron Pi. They have been unable to get going offensively. Really, there's that one 3-pointer. But how about the defense of Delta Gamma?
It's been great defensive performance by Delta Gamma. I mean, they're finding a way to force them to take those shots. That they're having to pass the ball so quickly to find those open look threes that it's not really possible. to just drive inside. I mean, they've given them no paint production. They've tried to find Anne-Marie down low. They just haven't. So credit to Coach Tar and them. For DG, they just have to keep finding a way inside. They're limiting them very strongly on paint production. You got to focus on your 5 and get a move down low.
And with that swarming defense, Delta Gamma, it seems like they've always got 4 players on whoever's driving towards the basket. So I'd like to see more kickouts from Alpha Omicron Pi. We've seen and we know that they can shoot from the 3-point line. And if they just get the defense to collapse on them, perhaps they'll get some more open looks up top.
Yeah, I think that's the story. They have to drive and dish. I mean, they're not really dishing. Once they get down low, they kind of like trapped, as one would quite say.
Perhaps that's what the AOPI coach will tell them here. But for now, Delta Gamma with the first possession out of that quick break. Grace Klesmer gets a screen, pass it down low. Right, take it back out, 14 continuing to produce. Down low, offensive foul. Anne-Marie taking the charge there. Getting possession back in AOPI's favor.
Couldn't really see right there. Just looked very 50-50 calls. Most charges are, Blake.
Galassini put her body on the line, took that risk, and it paid off. Open 3, blocked. Number 6, Skylar Stapleton getting her hand on that one.
The 3rd block they've had this half, Blake, if I'm not mistaken.
It seems like there's no shortage of energy on the Delta Gamma side. They have been sprinting ever since this second half started. And now attacking inside, Anne-Marie, open look. Galassini's got it.
That's the story. Then once they start doing that, it's going to be much easier for AOPI.
Great inbound play there. 5-point game once again. Delta Gamma still trying to close that gap. They have not led in quite some time. That shot good from Madeline Gunsorowski. Back to a 3-point game. You can definitely tell defenses having their way in this one as both sides averaging close to 40 points per game in these playoffs. But on pace to go underneath. That's a great drive. Number 3, Ellie
Count
Davis.
the basket.
That was a foul as well.
It's going to be interesting to see once foul trouble starts to get into consideration DG, though. I mean, I'm not really sure. It just seems like the fouls have been more called on them than AOPI.
Well, in the first half, they had 5. Of course, it resets for the second half. And I don't think they've been in as near foul trouble as they were in the first half. But that definitely can't start now because, like we just saw right there, the free throws from AOPI, they are clinical.
100% so far from the line for AOPI.
Oh, Grace picking up her dribble. Stapleton down to 14 underneath. No good. And Sorowski, the rebound to Klesmer. She'll drive in, kick it out, long 2. Off the mark, and AOPI caught with that rebound. Chance to really waste some clock here. Build a sizable lead for themselves. AOPI doing what they do best, passing around the 3-point line. Just keeping it out of Delta Gamma hands. And Marie Galassini, pass out, 3-point, that's good, off the
There's that
glass.
drive and dish we were talking about, Blake.
Went inside, kicked it back out. Delta Gamma's defense not there to contest. Timeout, Delta Gamma. We got ourselves a 9-point lead for AOPI.
What a swing this last minute and a half, 2 minutes has been, Blake, for them. It was a 3-point game, and now it's all the way back to a 9-point AOPI lead.
There's been a game of runs for really both sides, but AOPI with their 3-point shooting have been the benefactors of that style of basketball.
I mean, we said they need to drive and dish, and they have. They started to figure that out. Hey, draw them all inside, kick it out, open 3. They have the people who can do that. But for DG, got 7 minutes left on the clock. You're down 9. It's changed the game, so anything can happen. But you need to keep finding those paint looks. You need not everyone draws towards the ball on offense. You need to spread out the floor. Maybe take some more outside shots. Maybe just see how they're feeling. But
or some mid-range shots, I think would also help, because we've seen them go in deep, try and contest Anne-Marie Galassini down low. That's a difficult task with her height. And then the threes not quite hitting right now. The long two's not quite hitting. I'd like to see some drives, maybe some floaters.
Honestly, for DG, just drive inside, maybe and try to get a foul, get to the line also, because they're shooting free throws well as well. But they just need to try to get points on the board as quick as they can. Try to slow the momentum down AOPI's guy coming out of this timeout.
I've not seen much pick and roll from Delta Gamma either. There have been the occasional picks, but they continue to stay outside. So we'll see what the coaches for DG talked about during that break. But right now, I believe possession should be Delta Gammas, yes. We'll see what they can do. Skylar Stapleton driving down low, putting it back inside. That ball's tied up. Possession arrow, AOPI.
Not the greatest possession went out of a timeout, Blake, but they got to do something here on the defensive side.
I liked the look underneath. The pass was just a bit off, a bit too low, and you got to hit your tall players up high with those passes. And unfortunately, Claire Egan forced into a jump ball. It's a careless pass, though. Save finds its way to Delta Gamma hands, and that block by AOPI will find its way out of bounds as a GG ball.
They needed that defensive possession after that last one.
Definitely would have hurt to go down double digits after coughing up the ball in the paint. Chance to cut the lead down just a bit. Grace Klesner from deep, off target. Anne-Marie Galassini with the rebounds and attacking Anne-Marie. Jump ball forced. Delta Gamma now with possession. That early press from DG has really been working recently. There have been a lot of turnovers forced by putting pressure.
Look at this. They got pick play called by Coach Tarr.
DG known for their set pieces on inbounds. Stapleton keeping that pivot foot down, and she'll use it to get the bucket to go. 7-point lead, just above 5 minutes to play here in this game. The drive in, the kick out. And Delta Gamma moving out of man-to-man defense. Oh, what a stuff there on the back line. Claire Egan, denial. Now a steal from AOPI. Coming up with that number 3, Ellie Davis. She has been all over the court tonight. Lauren Fountain to pass. Back to Davis. Around. Wasting time again with a 7-point lead. It's a solid buffer for AOPI to work with here. They can just dribble and pass with the occasional attack, as we saw there, but wasting precious clock right here. 3 attempts. It's good. Swish from deep. AOPI. They've caught fire again.
Drive and dish, Blake. Drive and dish.
Delta Gamma, they need a response, and they need one right now. 10-point lead. AOPI back on another run. This could be it. Stapleton elects not to shoot. She'll instead drive. And off the glass. There's a response. Had 3 AOPI defenders around her. A solid defense, but a phenomenal shot from Skylar Stapleton. Up top, Lauren Fountain looking for Anne-Marie. Back to Fountain. And over to Davis. To Galassini. Those 3. Passing it in a triangle currently. Anne-Marie posting up. And she's got the buckets.
Great move right there.
Anne-Marie Galassini all over Delta Gamma's defense. This has been her game. She has been attacking the post all night.
With Blake with with 3:30 left, basically left on the clock, DG is down 10. What do you have to be talking about in this timeout right now?
Well, they've got to settle down. They've got to, sounds simple, but right now, AOPI is hitting more shots than Delta Gamma. They have about the same amount of shots attempted. It feels like Alpha Omicron Pi just is on the better shooting night at the moment. Delta Gamma, they are not getting their good 3 looks to go.
They figured out AOPI has figured out how to get into the paint this half, which is something they kind of struggled with near the end of the first half, where they kind of struggled, didn't really get many looks. So credit to them for their coaching staff for figuring out ways to get down low. What we talked about before we even started the second half, driving and dishing. They've had 2 instances so far where that's come to fruition. And those 6 points are looking pretty precious right now since they have a 10-point lead.
Delta Gamma, see if they get some more separation for their shooters offensively, because they need points. 3:36 on this clock here in the sorority intramural championships. Skylar Stapleton, the ball handler for Delta Gamma here. Down low. Foul called. 14 shot. No good, but she'll get 2 shots.
The thing is here, Blake, this kind of, even though both these teams are good at free throws, it's going to waste some precious clock that DG desperately needs.
Clock still running here on the free throws. Have to put them in quickly. That one a bit off. Still a 10-point game, chance to cut it to 9. And she does.
And it looks like they're starting with a full court press here now.
Looking for a trap in the corner, but blowing past the double team. Trap inside the 3-point line, but great escape route for Alpha Omicron Pi. Their passing game has been exquisite. It's gotten them out of a bunch of sticky situations tonight. Well, this is some nice ball handling from Mary Miles Dempsey. She'll give it up. Now, trap in the corner. We got a foul called on Delta Gamma.
Clock's still running. If you're AOPI, you can kind of burn some clock right here a little bit. Basically 1:50 left.
And AOPI, they've done a fantastic job of hanging onto the ball tonight, passing it around, playing patient basketball. Has been the key for them tonight. And deflection still finds way into the hands of Ellie Davis. Trying to trap her. 3 pink jerseys all around, but that ball out of bounds off of number 24 for Delta Gamma.
Unfortunately, Blake, it's looking like it's about, the clock's almost struck midnight for Delta Gamma.
Very nearly. 70 seconds on this clock. 9-point game, only 3 possessions. Just have to somehow get those possessions. Alpha Omicron Pi hanging onto the ball. That layup out. We'll stay at a 9-point game.
Gotta go now.
Looking for a quick look up top. Skylar Stapleton, the 3 ball, in and out, rebound, out off of a Delta Gamma player.
45 seconds. I think it's almost over, Blake. I think. Credit to AOPI. They played an incredible second half, though.
And a foul on Delta Gamma. Not sure if they're in the bonus just yet. And the next foul. So that was the last foul to give.
They're shooting 1-1 here, Blake.
All right, yep.
Oh, next. Well, apparently they got that wrong.
Bit of confusion, but end of the game. Alpha Omicron Pi, they've got this very nearly sealed up.
Credit to AOPI, though, just the way they came out of the halftime. They were up 3 points, and they just were able to build off their play from the first half.
Those hot scoring streaks for the ladies in white really did it for them here. Some phenomenal shooting And they get to 38 points, just below their playoff average, but I don't think they're going to care if this result holds. Skylar Stapleton, maybe one for the road. No. Layup off. Foul committed. Now we're in the 1-and-1. This is a difficult situation for Delta Gamma because all of tonight, Alpha Omicron Pi has been clinical with their free throws. I think missing maybe even 2 or 3, and they have had a number.
It's been a great game, though. I've really enjoyed this, though, just especially that first half. But so physical from both teams.
That free throw, good. So, Lauren Fountain granted a second. 10-point game here. Can make it 11. And from the free throw line, she will. Maybe a quick 3 here from Delta Gamma. Skylar Stapleton from deep. No good, unfortunately. Rebounded by Alpha Omicron Pi. A trap in the corner will lead to a foul. Ellie Davis will now shoot the 1-and-1.
And looks like they're calling it over there for DG. Incredible run, though.
Definitely a well-deserved second-place finish. They fought hard, and it was very close. I mean, if not for those 2 Alpha Omicron Pi runs, Delta Gamma with their swarming defense really had a great game plan. They just could not combat the 3-ball
and the first
that AO Pi was putting
First
up.
missed free throw there for
15 left, shot up off the rim. And looks like Delta Gamma going to lay off.
And
Alpha Omicron Pi, your victors here in the sorority intramural championships. Well done to them.
And we're going to try to get Anne-Marie over here for a post-game interview. Let's see if we can stand up real quick.
She definitely is a well-deserved MVP of this match. It's not often you see the 5 on a team in the MVP, but that height and size advantage down low.
Incredible game,
tough
though.
To combat.
Competitive by both teams.
Congratulations. Anne-Marie joining us in the booth.
And we are joined by tonight's MVP, Anne-Marie from Alpha Omicron Pi. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
How's it feeling? You got the screaming behind you. How do you feel?
I'm just so excited. I love all these girls so much, and it was such a fun season to get to play with all of them and to get to know them and grow closer. So, yeah.
The chemistry was there. Was it the game plan to feed you all night? Because down low, you were a menace.
Definitely. It wasn't definitely to feed me, but once we get it inside, it's easier to get it out to give it to our three-point shooters to get some shots. So, but I like to take it to the hoop when I get the ball, so I'll take it when I'm open.
All right, what do you have to say to your fans, the people that taught you how to put those moves down low on?
Definitely my mom is my biggest coach, and she definitely taught me how to be the post that I am today. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching.
Grace, you got any questions for Anne-Marie?
Just incredible. What was that second half game plan coming into the second half? It was a 3-point game, and you guys ended up winning by about 12. So what was the message coming out of halftime?
Basically, we knew what we were doing was good, so we wanted to keep that up, slow down the ball and take it slow, get the open shot, not rush anything. So we definitely did a lot of screens to get people open for three-point shots, so that was the game plan.
Well, go enjoy your celebration with
Thank
your team.
you so
Congratulations,
much.
Anne-Marie, MVP for AO Pi. They win the sorority rec basketball championship. But Blake, what a night it was.
Indeed. We've still got more basketball coming up in just a bit. The men's independent intramural championships. I believe our final match of the evening getting started in just a bit on another stream. So that'll do it for Griggs Blankenberg. Thanks so much for joining me in the booth. I was Blake Phillips, and congratulations to AO Pi.